All right, so to get started with Classroom, let's head to classroom.google.com, classroom.google.com. Once you go there, if you're not logged in with another account, you'll see a login page there. Use the Classroom 1 at SEDC K12, sedc.k12.ut.us, Classroom 2, Classroom 3. Use those accounts that I set for you in Canvas. And then once you log in, you should be in at least one class, this Classroom demo class. To join or create your own classes, you just click the plus up here. And so I'm going to walk you through the steps. I'm going to create a class for our PLC. I'm going to invite you guys, your accounts, so that you can go through the process and do the assignments, and so I can show you how to make an announcement, attach a document, create some assignments, and go through that whole process. So let's start to make a class. I'm going to click on the plus and click Create a Class. Give it a name. I'll call this SEDC EdTech PLC. You can give it a section or a period number if you want. I'll call it 01 and click Create. When I create a class in Classroom, in the background, Google is creating folders on your drive for that class. So let me show you that real quickly. Let me go to drive.google.com. And you can see that in my drive, I will have a Classroom folder. And within that Classroom folder are folders for all of the different classes that I'm running. And so this is the folder SEDC EdTech PLC 01. And then every assignment that I create, there will be a folder in this class for all those assignment files. On the student side, they will have a folder for each one of the classes they're in, and all of their assignments will be saved in that folder. So first, straight off, all of that document management is done for me automatically. All right, so here's my class. This is the stream. This is where you can have discussions about what's going on in class. You can post questions, kids can reply, and you can also change the settings for this. So if your students are a little bit more rambunctious, up here in the student page you can say students can post and comment, students can only comment, or only teacher can post and comment to that classroom discussion. You can also see that a classroom code has been automatically created to get your students into your class, into each class. They would log in with their student email address at classroom.google.com, same place you go. Put in that code, and then that list would start to populate if you use the code. It works really simple. But if I want to just invite people, I can add them with email so that I can invite them that way. So I'm going to take a few minutes and invite you guys that way. You don't need to watch the process. I'll do one here, Classroom 1 at sedc.k12.ut.us. And there they are. So I'm going to add that person, invite that student, and they should come in as Martha Bradshaw. Right. Okay, and then when Martha logs in, she can accept that invitation and she'll be in the class. So I'm going to pause the recording here for a minute, and I will invite the rest of you guys so that we can work together in our class. Okay, so I've invited everyone. Plus I've invited my trainer self, so I could kind of switch between the student and teacher view. So here's how a student goes in. They go to classroom.google.com. I'll be asked to sign in with whatever account. I'm going to choose my trainer. Okay, I'm logged in, and now I've got an invitation to join this class. I can either decline or join. I'd like you guys to join that class. Now once I've joined, I can see that there's no posts that have been made. This is in Firefox. So I'm going to switch over to the teacher view in Chrome. And now you can see that Clint Stevens has joined the class. The rest of you guys have that invitation, and as soon as you accept, you'll be listed here. On the Students tab in this class, if I want to interact with my students, if I want to send them an email, I can just click email that link there. Under the Actions menu, I can email the entire class. If there's a student that is being obnoxious, like Dallin, I can remove Dallin, or I can just mute him so that he can't make any posts or comments, but he can still see what's going on in class. If you want your parents to be involved, I know Canvas has a parent monitoring login. You can just share the student's Gmail username and password that they use for Classroom, and then parents can log in and see what the student can see their scores and things like that. I'm going to allow you guys to post and comment. I'm nice that way. In the About tab, this is where you can put in the class title. You can give a description of the class. We meet in the cloud. Okay, here's my teacher's email address. Here's the link to take me right to my Google Drive folder for all of my classroom materials. I can also come down here and add materials. I can upload any Google document, any Office document, PDF, JPEG, image, whatever. I can upload that. I can attach any Google Drive document. I can upload it or attach a YouTube video or a link to any website. And so this About page is where you can post stuff that doesn't change all that often. So your classroom rules, expectations, your syllabus, links that you use a lot in Classroom. It's like Spelling City or whatever links you use quite a bit. And so really Classroom can become your class website, so you don't have to keep and maintain multiple online presences. I can change the class theme from wherever I'm at. Let's choose the jelly beans for today. That sounds good to me. And there's a lot of other images there you can choose from. Right now you can't upload your own, but you can pick from those themes that they have. So I didn't click save when I was done. Save. Okay. So let's go back to the stream. The stream is kind of where everything happens. Your class code is also there. You can disable it if you don't want any students to add themselves, or reset it to a different one at any time. But here you can post announcements and assignments. Google now does not have a quiz function. You can use a Google form, but I'm guessing that you have to link to the form in order to use it. But I'm guessing that they will add some sort of quiz or assessment tool by no later than the next school year. Probably could be this school year. If I'm a betting man, I would guess that they would do that. So I can post an announcement to the class. I can choose different classes to post this announcement to. So I can say, welcome to Google Classroom, and post that. And then you, as students, could say, you can add a comment to that. I can edit this announcement and say, let me know your favorite Jelly Belly flavor. Save. All right. Now I'm going to switch over to the student side of me, student view here. And I can see that one new ad has been posted to the stream, this little black notification up here. If I click that, it'll refresh it. Welcome to Google Classroom. Let me know your favorite Jelly Belly flavor. I like buttered popcorn. And post that to the stream. Okay, comments been added on the student side. If I go back to my teacher view, there it comes in. I like buttered popcorn. I can reply to that student. I can delete or mute that student from there. All kinds of good stuff you can do with that discussion there in that main spot. So there's the announcement. So let's post an assignment now. I'm going to post a couple different assignments for you. I'm going to do them backwards so you can see the one I want to see first and second. So I go to the Assignments tab, I give the title, all these different options here. So the title of this assignment is the Sage Formative Debrief. Please take a few. Okay, I'm going to set a due date. We'll make this due next week, 24th, by 5 o'clock. 12 a.m. Let's come down here to the PMs, 5 p.m. So if I set a due date and a due time, it's not going to not allow you to turn in that assignment. It will just mark it as late or on time based on that. Okay, and then again, for each assignment, I can attach any sort of uploaded file, Word document, anything you've got existing on your computer, a Google Drive item, a YouTube video, and link, and you can do multiples of these. So I'm going to attach a Drive item. I've created a little assignment before now. It's called Sage. And I have too many things that are called Sage. I believe that's the one right there. Sage Formative Debrief. Okay, so that document, and I've got some nice options with the Google document. So with each document that I attach, I've got 3 options here. Students can view the file, which means it's like a virtual Xerox machine. I didn't have to make any copies. We saved many, many trees just now. Students can edit the file. This is where you would set up a structure in a Drive document to have some sort of collaborative document, great for presentations, small group work, things like that, where you give them the original and students are changing that original file. But this is what I really like. Make a copy for each student. And when I do that and assign that to you guys, what that does is that will create a new document in your Drive called Sage Formative Debrief. It will give you, it'll name that document automatically with the name that you logged in with, and it will automatically share that with me as a teacher and share that with the students, so we both have editing rights and can view it at any time. So I can see that one's not done. The rest of you haven't accepted the invitation to the classroom yet. So I'm going to switch over to the student side to see what that looks like. Okay. It says one new item has been posted to the stream. I can also just refresh that classroom page so that it shows me all the newest stuff. Here's my assignment, Sage Formative Debrief. Please take a few minutes to reflect on your experience. If I click Open right here, that will take me to the assignment page. And it's also creating me a document in the background, Sage Formative Debrief. Clint Stevens is my name. And then when I click on this, let's back up for a second. It says I'm not done. With each assignment, I, as a student, can add my own Google Drive document, a link to a web resource, or I can upload any file. From here, I can also create a new document, presentation, whatever, that'll be saved in Drive. Or if my teacher gave me the beginning document, I can just click on that to open it and start working. If it's more of a task, something that they don't need to really turn anything in, students can mark that assignment as turned in when they have done the task or done the research or done whatever they need to do. But since I, as a teacher, gave myself a beginning document, I can just click on this. It opens up in a new tab. It's got my name on it. And then from here, I can change it from your name to Clint the student. And then I will follow those instructions and go on through. You'll notice I will give you another assignment that will help you kind of go through some of the really cool features of Google Drive and how those documents that are online are probably better than a piece of paper. But you'll notice this turn in button as well. That is a new feature or a new button that's not available if students just share the document with you. So here's what happens when I turn a document in. Okay, it goes in, turn in your work, one attachment will be submitted, add a private note to your teacher. So I can say, be kind on grading, or I was sick and couldn't get this done, or whatever else. This is a private discussion that you and your student can have individually on each assignment. But I'll turn it in. And now I want to show you something really neat about when an assignment's turned. And I can see that I can unsubmit it. I turned it in February 17th at 1:14 p.m. But if I go back and I try to edit that document, watch what happens. If I reload the page, now it says Clint can only view. So that's kind of some of the magic that Google Classroom does. If students just share an assignment with you, they could share it with you and show that share time as being turned in on time. But then the student can still go back in, make changes, finish their assignment. So they can turn it in without being done and still, work on it while it's in the pile, so to speak. But with Classroom, once you turn it in, unless you unsubmit it, you cannot change that document until the teacher returns it back to you. And so they can't turn it in early and get credit on something like that. Kind of neat. So back on the teacher side now, I can see that one student is done, 0 are not done. I can click on the assignment to see a full list of the students who have finished it. I can see that I haven't graded it yet. There's my note, be kind on grading. Here's Clint's document. If I want to grade it, click it and open it. There he is. He changed his name and he didn't do anything else. So I'm going to mark him down for that. So I can insert a comment here, insert comment, and say, is this all you have done? And comment on that work. The student will receive a notification that you've commented on his document. If I switch back to Firefox and look at my assignment, I can see that my teacher is looking at my document, and if I maybe hit reload, if I were patient, the comment would show up all by itself. Otherwise, I need to reload the document. I guess I can't see the comments while I'm in view only. Interesting. I didn't know that was the case. But anyway, I can see that my teacher is looking at the document, and we can have a discussion about that comment. So now I'm done. I'm going to give Clint a grade of, let's make it worth 20 points. You can set it for whatever you want. And I'm going to give Clint 5 out of 20 because he only did just a little bit of work. Okay, but now once I've viewed Clint's work here, it's checked and this return button is illuminated. That means that I can now return editing rights. I can send it back out of the pile, back to this student, so that they can work on it, make some updates, whatever else. I can also email. I can say, needs more work. Return the assignment. Okay, it's now been returned. If I want to look at the folder where all of these documents are, that would take me here, Sage Formative Debrief. You can see that there's a folder, and there's Clint's submission. Everything's being organized for me as we go. I'm going to switch back over to the student side, and now I can see that if I reload the page, editing rights have been reinstated. There's the comment, is this all you've done? I can reply, yes, but I'm showing how Classroom works, and reply. Okay, you can see I'm having a conversation with my alter egos here. And then here in the assignment, I can see now that I can resubmit it if I want to. I can go in and edit it. I can add more things to it. But everything's handled quite nicely and easily. Switching back to the teacher side here. Okay. So now I'm going to go make one more assignment. And this one is hopefully going to be a more fun assignment for you. This one is going to walk you through how to use some of the really great features in Google Docs that you can share with your kids and show them how it goes. So media, the name of this one's Media Research. Using it during this research. greater than. Okay, this will also be due on the 24th at 5 p.m. And it's going out to you guys. I'm going to attach another Google Drive document to this one. Too many folders in here, and they're not sorted. Let's sort A to Z here by name. Regional PLC. Media research assignment. Okay. Add that one, and again, make a copy for each student. Assign. Okay. And then one more time, let me show you. I'll just get you started on this. I'm going to switch back to the student view. I need to go back to the home stream, and there it is, media research assignment. Excuse me. Open that up. There it is. Again, I can add my own stuff, I can create my own stuff, or open up my version of the assignment. And so what I do is I show you where some different tools are to go through and do this research. So they're under the tools menu up here. There's a research tool. And wherever the cursor is, it'll start to do a search based on that. So if I want to find something like world's largest Christmas tree. Okay, I get some web results. I get some news results. Biggest Christmas trees in the world. I can also change if I want to view everything or just images of the world's largest Christmas tree. If I want to get quotes about Christmas. Christmas tree quotes. There we go. And so how to use this, if I wanted to insert this document, let's say my answer for the world's largest Christmas tree would be Mount Ingino in Italy. I've done this a few times. This is not your question, by the way. I'm just answering some other fakey questions. But if I wanted to cite my source or link to it, just hover over this article, preview. We'll open up that article in a side page. If I click on this page, it'll open that document up in a new window. I can insert a link to that page. I can also cite it as a source. And so when the link is kind of self-explanatory, takes me to that page. But that little footnote there, it will cite all those resources that I find in this research tool in whatever format I choose. If I click this little guy right here, I can choose MLA, APA, or Chicago format. If I want to change the image rights, I can. And I can also, again, search for scholarly quotes or dictionary, data tables, whatever I want. And so it's a little Google research tool built right into a document that will also allow me to cite my sources and things like that. I will also, so that's the research tool. I can close that back up. A couple other tools that it's going to ask you to use in this document. Insert image tool, insert image right there. You can upload documents or images. You can bring in images from Google Drive. You can search, and this is an integrated Google image search that I can choose right there. So Christmas trees. If I want to use that in my document, I just click that and hit select. And wherever my cursor is where that picture will go. Oh, isn't that nice? So that's the insert image tool. You can also insert by taking a snapshot. If your students have a Chromebook, they can use the built-in camera to take a snapshot of their math homework, anything they do in art, anything that's hard to do in a document already. They can use the insert image tool or insert image, take a snapshot, and then put that into their document. I don't want to keep that in there, so I'm just going to get rid of it. We also use the revision history. That's under File, See Revision History. This will allow you to see any edits that have been made in that document. If you need more detailed revisions, you can look at it that way as well. And every time anyone has ever changed anything in that document, it's going to be there and it'll be color-coded as to who did what. Great tool for seeing if your students have cheated or embellished or not done the work that they say they've done, copied from somebody else. And you can restore to those other editions as well if somebody messes up a shared document. And then the last tool I want you to use in there is under Tools, Translate Document. You can translate your documents into any other language pretty much that's available out there that people speak. It's not going to be a perfect translation, but it should be good enough if you need to send a parent letter home or need to get something in a different language quickly. All right. So I will turn that one in as well. Again, from the student side, I will get my opportunity to ask for forgiveness or kindness, or I can just say turn it in. Okay, unsubmit. I've got it done. Back on the teacher side, I can see again that one student's done. The rest of you are not done with that assignment, but I would expect that at this time. What else can you do? If you want to go back out of this class, you've got a menu up here on the top left that you can view all of your classes. There's a settings menu down here that will allow you to turn on and off email notifications, update your profile picture, things like that, but also take you back to home so that you can view all the classes that you're either a member of or that you're teaching. And again, to create your own classes, click on the plus up there, create your class and go. So I hope this was a good tutorial for you on Google Classroom. Should help to get you started. Remember again that you need to have the same email address as your students in order to log in and use this with your kids. And please don't hesitate to give me a call if you have any questions at all. I'm here to help. Hope you guys have a great day.